Let's hear what the staff, everybody else over at Warchant.com, had to say about this game against Syracuse.
All right, we're going with our gut on this one. It's a sleepy nooner, perhaps a desperate Syracuse team, perhaps a Syracuse team that doesn't even want to be in Tallahassee against an offense that's starting to feel confident for Florida State. Vegas says that this is a closer game than the Virginia Tech matchup, which was closer to 26, 24 points around kickoff. This one under 20. I like, and I'll give you a little tip here, Florida State team total 37 or so. Hit the over on that baby. We're going 40 burger this weekend for Florida State. I think there's going to be some moments where we feel a little concerned because that's what we do. Florida State makes us concerned at times, but then they pull away. That's what they're going to do this time on the way to a 45-17 victory.
For this week, I think Florida State wins 38-14 over Syracuse. Obviously, Florida State has had trouble with mobile quarterbacks so far this season. Not as bad as at Boston College. It did get better this week against Virginia Tech. But I think Eric Schrader's kind of a little different. They run a lot of schemes that are more designed runs rather than just scrambling around. There was a few times watching that Purdue game where he literally hides the ball on a fake handoff, and I think that might get us once or twice, but after that would be good. But that's probably where the 14 points will come from. Last week I got a lot of crap that I didn't trust the defense from my friends, and this week I'm going to say I do, and only say they give up 14 points.
I just made it this morning. I think I said Florida State 41, Syracuse 13. I think Syracuse will try to go for more field goals this week than they did last week to try and make the score seem a little less lopsided, but it's just hard for me to imagine with kind of how battered they are at the moment injury-wise and just how they haven't been able to get anything going offensively that they'll be able to score much. And just looking at how Florida State's played this season and particularly in the past couple weeks, I think they will be able to run the score up.
Thanks, everybody, for their picks. A reminder, as always, the Warchant Report powered by Cummins. Check them out at shop.cummins.com. Promo code TAILGATE, TAILG, numeral 8. Save 10% off. Portable generators, portable power stations. It's PS1000. You can save 10% off. It's at 76%. Week 3.5, I think, of it, juicing stuff around the house. You can't miss out on it. Check it out, shop.cummins.com. All right, gentlemen, our turn now to make our picks for this game. It is a noon kickoff. I like it. Most of you folks at home do not. I want to get home and watch this Oregon-Washington game, see what it's all about. Do some scouting out for the college football playoff game that we have on the horizon for us here, Jeff. But give us your prediction for Florida State and Syracuse. As we record and talk about this, Florida State is 17.5-point favorite over the Orange.
I'm with you. First of all, I love noon games because I'm old. Noon games work out for all of us old people and for people who love football. You get to watch more of it, and I'm with you on that. I want to see all these other games. I'll tell you this, guys. Syracuse is fortunate this is not a night game. If everybody was to get kind of lubed up and ready to go and we had a crazed atmosphere and the players were feeding off of that, this is a mismatch, guys. Florida State would pound this team. But because it is kind of a sleepy nooner, I think they'll win very comfortably and sort of go through the motions in the second half. I like Florida State 41-17.
Strong. Ira, you feeling that optimistic about Florida State against Syracuse on Saturday?
Not quite as big of a difference, but I actually do have them covering. I think, look, this is a game where I think Florida State should win comfortably. I have a feeling the offense may not be as sharp as we want to see it, just because, again, I think some of the things that we see from Syracuse, and because, Syracuse looked so inept last week, I don't know if they're going to get Florida State's best effort. We'll see. That would be impressive if they do, but I got Florida State winning 38-17. And I'm not exactly sure how Syracuse is going to score 17 points, but I think there's a good chance that last 7, maybe even the last 10 may come in the second half. I think Florida State will be comfortably up by 20, 24 points, but I think at the end of the game, it'll be about 38-17.
Fair. You got me kind of here second guessing myself, Ira, because usually I'll just throw a number for the opposition. I'm like, they'll score 17. It's 2023. It's what happens. You're going to let points happen. But it's like, man, I just don't know when this defense is dialed in and the offense is moving the ball and Syracuse kind of gets maybe a little downtrodden. The number I had in my head was 45-6. So I'll stick with that. I don't know. Jeff, I'm leaning into it. 17.5 points seems way too lean.
I agree.
It
makes me nervous, though, because Vegas isn't dumb, but I will.
They're not. This is the dumb guy, everybody. This is the dumb guy, not the guys in Vegas. But I still think 45-6. I think the offense, I think Ira's right. They might trip up a little bit early, but I think they'll figure it out. Mike Norvell's been so keyed on to them about edge, response, and if they do have a hiccup or two in the first few drives, I think that'll get nipped in the bud pretty quickly, and they'll figure it out, and they'll get things back on track. So I'll go 45-6. In any event, we all think they're going to cover, so that's always a good thing. Good teams win, great teams cover. Let's be a great team, gentlemen, this weekend.